How's it going, everybody? Greetings from Nerdiest Dime, and today we are going to be taking a look at RTS Scout Class Windcharger. Let's get this out of the way first. Now, it hasn't been known on this channel, but let it be known forever that your boy is a massive fan of high-performance alt modes. And this thing just screams 5th generation Mustang and Camaro. Look at this beautiful fucking alt mode. Woohoo, baby. I'm in love with this thing. Just, it is sublime. 2010 Transformers was something else, man. Especially RTS, well, when it was good. Just look at this thing. And for once, you are looking at it completely stock. Not including the Autobot sticker, of course, because I hate the reveal the shield gimmick. Let's get a close look at the details. The front is quite nice. Again, just very evocative of 5th gen Mustang. Difference is, it's all of the lens caps of the headlights rather than, you know, just this. But it still looks super nice. The grille is painted black with a little bit of gray trim around it, which is really nice. Some gray on the bumper as well. Some black on the intercooler, which is beautiful. Autobot sticker done by myself because, again, RTS gimmicks are dumb. The nice looking rims, just, oh, look at that. Look at those rims. Just incredible. Always love me some pinned rims. Some door handles, some nice glossy black for the window and windshield. Some black here for the, I believe these are called, what are they? I think these are called visors for the rear windshield. Very nice indeed. And this is mostly black. Sadly, no taillights picked out, and we got some exhaust here that are not picked out, but, what else is new? One thing that also is just something I love about this mold, name me a Transformer that has a silhouette this perfect. Look at that. Not an ounce of robot kibble is sticking out. Perfect. Just perfect. Now, we will get down to some size comparisons. Here's the thing, though. I'm going to address something other than, of course, you know what your boy is good at, and that is customizing. This should be no surprise coming from me. Yeah, this took me no time at all to get done. The second day I got this thing, I immediately started customizing. Yep, that is old footage you just watched. Yeah, this is our results. Yeah, I chrome lined the entire rim because, my God, I am just so pleased with this. Just so pleased. Taking great care to not ruin my chrome. I also chromed out the headlights just because it's headlights. They need to be chrome so they can reflect light. And of course I chromed the tail lights, although I will probably paint them red, but I might not. And I also chromed the tailpipes. And also the side view mirrors, which you can hardly see. Yeah. However, this is not my first handling of this mold, nor customizing it. And now I'm at a torn with these rims because this is my first custom RTS Windcharger. Whereas I come to find out through pure shock, United Windcharger. Why do I have two of these? I think that answers it for you. Yeah, the first version I got of this is broken. Yeah, not a fan of that. The other rim is broken as well, but it is barely holding on. So, yeah, had I known this was United Windcharger beforehand, I would not have done this. This would be completely intact, and I wouldn't have gotten this. However, you can clearly tell the difference just by looking at it. As you can see right through it. Yeah. The plastic they use in RTS Windcharger is way worse than the United one, and also because up close, if you look, come on, it has this gorgeous metal flake finish to it. Like, it is striking on this lovely red plastic. Unfortunately, this guy didn't have that, and it bothered the piss out of me. Ugh, and I'm not paying $50 for two United Windchargers. Yeah, as you can see, though, on this one, I decided to paint the rim silver. I used the Tester silver. I think it's called Argent silver or something like that. I can't recall. I think it's just metallic silver, actually. I painted them silver because I'm at a difference between the lined rim or the silver rim. Now, before, no bias, what do you guys honestly prefer? The silver rim or the lined rim? No bias whatsoever. Anyway, now that he's out of the way, let's take a look at this guy. Now, let's also get down to some size comparison. Starting with Earthrise Cliff Jumper. And yeah, this is again Scout Class Deluxe. Now I only wish Scout Class was a thing again, because check that out. Almost practically to scale. Or at the very least, something like that. Remember, these two are kind of like mixed interpretations of two different cars. Mitsubishi Starion and I believe, and something adjacent to a Porsche, but I do mean slightly. And of course, mixed between a 5th gen Mustang and Camaro. So, they're not necessarily a real thing. But, hey, I really like this. This looks super, super cool, honestly. And again, now I kind of want Scout Class to be a thing. Hey, Kingdom Huffer, why not? And to say this is based off of a Volvo is the definition of taking the fucking piss, because it kind of isn't. But hey, tiny little truck next to, or not that tiny actually, not that tiny truck next to a little car. I think it's serviceable, even though again, wildly out of scale. And last but not least, Earthrise Optimus. I think this actually works really, really well. Again, bring back Scout Class, because, wow, look at that. That's perfect. Now Optimus isn't so weedy. He's not so teeny. Thank goodness. Or, well, again, if everyone was smaller like that, that is just sublime, honestly. I really, really like this. Not gonna lie. Now that he's out of the way, let's get down to transformation. It's actually quite simple. So, like I said, we're going to be careful as to not ruin the chrome. First thing you're going to do is grab here and pull to the side, grabbing all of the fender and the door, and that frees up the arm. Let's do the same thing over here. And there you go. So, actually, put that up. Then, what else you're going to do is lift up the roof, as the cabin windshield and roof are connected to the hood and the grill, so they're kind of moving in tandem. You follow that with flipping the legs out like so on a usual double joint. You don't have to worry about the rear fender and bumper like getting mangled in this process. They fold out for you. Whilst doing that, actually, here, let me send him down, because I need you guys to see it fully. Let's bring the damn camera up. Come on. There we go. That's good. Okay. So, while doing that, we are going to separate the legs if they haven't already. Bring the feet down. Then push the fender in, like so. And without that massive jitter. And it does this. It fills in the leg and it collapses the fender in more cohesively. I love this. I love that engineering, and I hate that it's hardly been a thing. Most recent figure comes to mind is Generations Bumblebee. Anyway, the same thing over here. Then you're going to bring this bit down, but you're also going to make sure the legs face back. Bring this piece up, and it locks in to the waist, and it fills out his torso, which is really, really nice. Then, let's move the arms out the way and properly orientate them. Flip down the hands. Flip down the hand. They are really tight, despite being really old. Then you bring in the grill and bumper, like so. Then, what I like to do is rotate the head, so it hides it better. And there you have RTS Windcharger in robot mode. And would you look at that? Look at him. Oh yeah, that is 100% just Windcharger with a far better design. Like, come on. Just look at that. Let's get a close look at that lovely little head. Like, check that out. Check that out. I'm really a fan of it, honestly. It's just really much a modern take on his old-fashioned block noggin. It's literally just Motormaster's bootleg head, honestly. I just now saw that. And yeah, I'm really a big fan of this guy anyway. I like how the chest has... The reason why I like some of the gray on the car is because now it kind of matches the gray on his chest. I would actually go further and make this raised bit here gray, but also airbrush some of the gray on the red so it blends in a lot better. But that's just me, and that's just my wishful thinking. I probably won't do it. But yeah, this guy is lovely in terms of just detail and stuff. He's pretty much almost as detailed as a modern figure. I like his very robotic looking thighs. Just lovely, honestly. Very, very nice. He of course has his gigantic hood, but it's all good. Or cape, rather. I'm dumb. I also will be painting these gold. I don't know why I didn't. These little, like, hosings here. Hoses here. Jeez, I can't talk. But, yeah. Articulation for this guy is actually really nice. Let me zoom out for a bit. He has a ball joint at the head, which can get him to look down pretty decently. He can't really look up, sadly. But he does have a bit of a confused look. And he can look around. He can do a full 360, as you guys saw with transformation. His metallic blue for the eyes, I just noticed that. Shoulders on a ball joint, they can go out that far. Unfortunately, not far enough. But they can do a full 360. And due to them being on a ball joint, they also technically have a butterfly joint. Or a butterfly motion, which is great. Ball jointed elbows, yuck. But they get the job done. Get to a 90 degrees of bend at the elbow and act as a bicep swivel. Nothing at the wrist. You can use the transformation joint if you wish, like I did in the pictures and stuff. It works. It certainly does work, but honestly, I sometimes go without it. You'll see why in a bit. Ball joint at the hips that can get you out almost the full splits. Sorry about that. I had to get the mail. Anyway, yeah, full splits. And they can go forward that far and back only that far before the cape gets in the way. You can work around, but at that point, why would you? That looks ridiculous. No thigh swivel, but the wide ball socket should be enough to do this. It should service, and it services for me. A double, why'd I put that up? Double jointed knee due to transformation, or not even double, my apologies. Single jointed knee, rather, that gets you the full range. Look at that, that's stunning. I like it. And of course, you can move the bumper accordingly if you want to make it look more pretty. And a ball joint at the base of the ankle, but a hinge as well due to transformation. You can get the foot up quite a bit. You can get it kind of down if you have it at an angle like that. And a pretty decent tilt for what essentially, again, is a ball joint socket, but it closes off the ball joint. But, yeah, pretty nice. So, this guy does not actually come with any accessories, which is when we would actually get to them. However, they are built in. And, God, I miss this. So, what you do is, you just, because of how tight this is, you get the hand and you fold it in while also pushing on that bar. And fold this out. And fold that in. And it deploys cannons. Like, come on. Oh, 2010 engineering was another level of good. Come on. That makes so much more sense. And if you don't like them being cannons like me, because they're Autobots, they're not really built for war, I imagine these as magnets. They're flip-out magnets, and hell, there's coils in there. Come on, that just adds to the... one, adds to the detail, and two, honestly adds to the fact that these are magnets. Because electromagnetism, hello, that's literally his power. Like, come on, that is so cool. Plus, there's 3mm clips back in the day of 3mm clips. They haven't done those in ages. But yeah, check that out. He has magnets or cannons. Oh man, 2010 engineering was something else. Anyway, let's get down to some size comparisons. Starting with Earthrise. That's a little better. Earthrise Optimus. And yeah, like I said, see, if all Carbots were Scout size, that's perfect. Look at that. Prime is so much taller than him, as he should be. Or, you know, make him like 7 or 8 inches tall. That way every deluxe would scale flawlessly. But regardless, I really like this scale. That looks so nice. Really, really cool. And the mini-bots, or the mini-bots that I have anyway. Check that out. Look at that. That is incredible. Again, Scout class. Scout class. Except for these 3. These guys should be full-blown deluxes. Like, look at this. That is ridiculous. Again, so much better than Stinky over here, which I don't have. I might get it just for the obligation, or I might not at all because I'm so in love with this guy. But yeah, he fits in so well with the freaking core, or not the core, the modern mini-bots. Just, I'm just really happy with it. So that's been my review for Scout Class Reveal the Shield Windcharger. Again, as I said in my short, totally a slept-on figure. He really is just that good. He has not aged like milk for one single bit. The articulation, even for something this old, is really good. And you can see he pulls off a superhero landing pretty freaking well. Most modern toys can't pull this off so nicely. He really has stood the test of time. And the fact that no one acknowledges this poor guy is incredibly insulting. He is that good. The built-in magnets, I'm going with that from here on out. Just, 2010 was a different age, man. Different age. That is just incredible. And that's not even including the gorgeous alt mode. Oh man, I cannot get enough of this. The chrome lining on the rims is just the icing on the cake for me. Not even trying to toot my own horn. I'm just that pleased with how it looks. It's just incredible. So that's been my review for RTS Windcharger. I hope you have a lovely day, evening, or night. And this has been Nerdiest Time, rolling out.